Previously on Capes and Quest, 3 adventurers, Antoine, Corbin, and Vorlin, found themselves in the town of Oasis. They were hired to find a flying machine that went missing in Goblin territory. They were also only in town for 5 minutes before someone got killed. Can they do better this time? Well, let's hop into the newest installment of Capes and Quest to find out.
All right, let's get to this pawn shop. Let's get this jewelry unloaded. See what we can get for it real quick, and get back to the camel guy. Yeah.
All right. Yes. So you go into Wonderwall Provisions.
Yes, we are going into Wonderwall Provisions. God, why do you think Wonderwall here in Oasis based?
I know, right? It's like it's like I picked a theme and ran with it or something. So as you walk into the general goods store, the only general goods store in town, actually, there's no, like, Fords, there's no blacksmith. This place just kind of seems to carry a little bit of everything. This place is freaking stacked to the freaking ceiling with stuff. You can tell, the guy who works here basically just, buys whatever the caravans don't need anymore. Guy's getting out of the business, he buys it at a totally cut rate there. The dude steps out, he's an elf, actually, big, long hippie hair covering his face and everything, billowy robes. No real sun getting in there. It was nice and sunny over in the Slideaway Tavern, but here, you can tell this guy wants to keep as much sun out as possible. And he introduces himself there when you come, and it's like, welcome, what can I do you for?
Alright, so question, how modern is the stuff in this general store? Like, I want to know what I'm going to be asking for. I want to ask for, like, a lantern, if lanterns aren't a thing in this world.
No, you can get a lantern. There's lanterns.
Oh, yeah.
We're at least to lantern tech. Here's the thing. You're here in, the middle of nowhere, but, there is an Imperial City out there where they've got, I would say, Victorian-level shit.
Okay. Can I get a French press?
Only panini makers.
Only panini makers.
We're a panini town.
You can go to hell, I say, and I throw the table on the ground.
Maybe when we get back from completing our mission, I'm going to invest in a hot plate just for this. I like bologna sandwiches fried up.
Naturally.
All right. Okay. So we need what? Can we get water here? We're gonna need water for the trip.
Oh yeah, Oasis. We're known for our water. It's our major export. It's real good.
All right. So I guess throw the jewelry on the table. See what we can get for it.
That's a terrible export. It comes for free from the sky.
not for 100 miles in every direction out here, he says, wiggling his eyebrows.
So while they're throwing the jewelry on the desk, I or the table or whatever is where the goods are, I definitely kind of look at the guy behind the counter, and I also kind of motion to the cat, and I'm just kind of I mouth the words, and how much? And just kind of do sexy moves, and then I kind of point to him, what is that worth to you?
And I kind of give him a come hither look and say our mouth stuff. I just say mouth stuff.
Mouth stuff.
Liam, the store owner there, is like, I'm very flattered, but that's not how I get down. I can see you're a fun group, so maybe.
Come on, man, you ain't never been with a cat before. Don't GameStop me, dog. What can we do here? We're on an important quest. We're heroes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on a quest, are you? You're having an excursion going out in the Scorchlands, you say?
Who do we have to murder?
You didn't say anything about Scorchlands.
Well, that's what the desert around here is called.
Mm-hmm.
The town is Oasis. The desert is called the Scorchlands.
Nice catch, though.
You
I like the fact that you're listening.
Right.
Look,
I stand in the corner and eat one of the paninis.
Look,
you gotta try it out.
I tell you guys what, obviously I've got water and potions and ropes and lanterns and whatever else you could need, but I get the feeling you guys might like to see the special stock.
You talking? My one eyebrow goes up. The special stock, you say?
Yes. I outside just selling whatever I can get my hands on, I'm also in what you could call the wake aid business. Obviously, you got caravanners coming from all over the place here. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there. They need a little something to pass the time, something to help them keep awake. And, well, he reaches under his shirt, and he's got a little baggie around there tied off with a string.
Talking about. Hell yeah. Okay.
There's drugs in the game. There are drugs in this game.
Oh, you bet.
There's blow. Okay. Okay, you know I get down like that. I'm Tabaxi, baby.
And he's like, you see this stuff here? It's called Feydust, is what is the elves make it. It's real powerful stuff, real big export in the next empire over there, Rojha.
Are you gonna throw down a line? Let us try it out, or are you gonna just keep talking about it? Because none of us have ever had this drug before, right?
I'm gonna assume taste. I don't know your background, so I don't know. Have you guys seen Feydust before?
I mean, I saw my body on the street.
God, no. I don't know what you're talking about. That's Feydust.
As a cat prostitute, I'm willing to admit that yes, just to get through the night.
Yeah, you had to have the sweet.
Wait, you guys are cool with that? Yeah, I've totally seen it. Yeah,
You see,
I'm not paying any attention. I'm making another panini. So,
well, you see,
you ever had a panini on Feydust, dog?
It's the best. I have a bit of a problem going on here right now. You see, this stuff showed up new the other day. I don't know the strength, I don't know the consistency of it, and I'm not gonna be my own guinea pig. It's
right
bad
here,
for
Antoine volunteers.
I knew I liked you right away.
This is your moment
Antoine.
to shine.
And he puts out a fat little line of sparkly blue dust for you right there. It's like, I tell you what, you help me out on this one. You do a little line, you tell me how it works, and then, maybe I'll give you your provisions at a discount. How's that?
Antoine sniffs line while man is talking.
But Liam, the guy who works there, is just like, oh, I like how your friend gets down. All right, so now again, roll me a Constitution to see how bad this shit fucks you up.
And right before he rolls the die, like, I'm really interested in his reaction. I'm looking. I'm like, because I'm super curious.
All right, I rolled a Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution.
Yeah. 17 plus 3, and I rolled
Jesus.
12.
Okay, so
I sold my body on the streets for money, you guys.
and it shows, because Antoine takes that shit to the head like a champ, and is just just all right. Yeah. And Liam, the guy working there, is like, all right, so it's good shit, quality shit.
He
keeps snorting past where the line of it ends, and just starts snorting up just dust.
Some of it
just everything else that was up there on the counter.
Well, that's good to know. You saved me a lot of trouble. I know it ain't gonna kill no one, and I know I ain't gotta step on it anymore. That's good stuff. So, water.
Antoine just kind of grooves in place, listening to music that's not playing.
So now that you've done that, for the rest of the day, this is the game part. For the rest of the day, all your physical skills, you can have advantage on anything you gotta roll, but you get a disadvantage.
This is angel dust. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but you get a disadvantage on all of your mental and charisma rolls.
Oh, well, I'm a healer, just like House. Sometimes I need to heal myself, so let me have a personal day, fellas.
Doctor Heal Thyself. So
right.
You're feeling great right now, but you might be an asshole. You don't know, but you're feeling.
I will definitely be an asshole.
So you're feeling awesome at this point right here, and he's like, "All right, what can I do you for?" So he reaches under there. He gives you 3 water skins that's got a couple days worth of water in there, 3 potions, some rope, some pittance. Basically, your standard adventurer crap. Anything else he says before you leave?
Antoine asks if he remembers who the drummer was in the Jimi Hendrix Experience. That guy rocked.
He was a Dragonborn, wasn't he?
Yeah. Antoine just wanted to say that guy rocked. What happened to real music? I'm rolling over here. I'm feeling it. Ignoring you guys.
And Liam is just nodding his head, being like, "Yeah, it's cool shit." Also, too, while you're in town, don't go to the Slideaway. My dickhead brother runs that place. I fucking hate that guy and his card games. What an asshole!
Kill the dickhead brother. Got it.
Right. I like the way you think.
Wink.
Also, too, keep in mind, this guy's an elf, and the guy who worked at the bar was a dwarf, so they've got a very interesting story of why one's an elf and one's a dwarf, but yet they're brothers.
There needs to be a blood test there. Yeah,
probably a failed relationship and a remarriage. Yeah. I mean, if I have to guess.
But yeah, they don't like each other, but he's like, all right, can I do you for anything else while you're here? Any other provisions? I got just about everything.
Healing potions. I do need some more healing potions just to double up on those. We got a long journey ahead of us.
Okay, so we'll say you got 6 healing potions.
Cool.
I think he was asking for drugs.
Oh.
Well, no, I was gonna ask for that after you guys walked out of here. I was gonna lag back and be like, "Yo, Give me a little bit more. Give me...
I was gonna say, if you want to do that, he gives you all the actual adventure shit, and he's like, "Can I do you for something else, there, Catman friend?"
Oh yeah, no. Number one, can you hear my heart beating? Number two, let me get a little bit more of that for the road. I feel like I'm gonna need some extra strength sometimes when things get hairy, just to take the edge out.
I like you, man. I like you a lot, and because of that, he reaches under his desk yet again, pulls out a little wooden box, and opens it up. There, it's like, this is flavor country right here. You got more of the Feydust. That's what you just did. But you see this stuff here, this dried leaf-looking thing there. This stuff's called patch. Big with all the dwarves. They find it growing underground in some grotto somewhere. You dissolve a little bit under your tongue, and before you know it, can speak any language. Can talk to the trees.
Takes bag and leaves while man is talking. I don't care what the drugs are. I just want to smoke them.
This was a campaign made by someone who lives in a country that has legal marijuana.
Yeah, I know, right? Tell me.
Yeah, and this is the love of somebody who lives in a place like Texas where nothing's legal, not even smiles.
So do you take the patch and the Feydust too? You take both of them?
Yeah, absolutely. Is he gonna try to stop me? Because I could kill him.
No. He's like, all right, that'll be a 50 for all your provisions, and that'll be another 50 for the drugs. And again, you are getting the discount because you did do the line before to prove you're not guards.
That's right. 100. That's 100 gold. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that works.
Okay.
That's for all. That's for everything.
That's for
all the
all
supplies
the shit.
And my drugs.
Yep.
It's not just a. And this is like an eighth or like a quarter. We're talking about a full zip.
It's what is it there? It's a couple dime bags together. Let's say that of all the shit, and at least
all right.
one bit of the patch as well.
All right, let me save your number. I'll be back though.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna take this, but I'm gonna be back when I come back through.
Well, they always come back to the Wonderwall. So yeah,
I get up off the wall I've been leaning on and just say, "Your paninis are okay," and then I walk out.
Again, he shakes his head like,
yes, the ground.
Yes, they are okay. I like those guys. So you leave, what is it, like the little town center, and I assume you head back to Starkey's.
Oh yeah, Starkey.
Yeah.
I'm so jazzed up.
So I'm a little concerned because I want to talk to Starkey, but I'm looking at Drunky and Dusthead right now.
I'm chilling, baby.
I'm a little nervous.
Your friends.
I'm not drunk. I've got a lot of bread in my stomach right now.
They've committed murder.
Yep.
Done drugs.
We've committed murder.
That was just the first side mission.
Yep.
You kicked the guy. You gave the final blow.
Yeah, technically you murdered him because I'm still beating.
Yeah. Never have I seen a game where the rogue is the moral center of the group.
No, right. Like, my rogue's got to talking to this guy later.
I'm just chill back here with my hands in my pocket, licking my teeth furiously. You talk. You do your thing, man. I'm just going to groove.
Hey, Antoine, what church are you part of again?
We get to the
and so I go back up to Sharky. I'm like, hey, you remember us? Like, that thing was handled. And Aaron winks behind me.
Oh, well, that's what I like to hear. Also, he's Corbin. I know I keep fucking up by calling you guys by your actual names.
I know, sorry.
That's all right. It happens. Starkey's super happy. He's like, well, all right then. That's what I like to see. So I got 2 camels for you. Leave the money on the desk, and I'll get you all sorted up. You're gonna need got your saddles on there too. Everything's included. You know, I'm a straight shooter again, which spits at the ground, grabs his testicles, farts in the general direction of the door. I'm a real straight shooter. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So how much did we just pay him for 2 camels?
That would be 4 because it was 2 apiece.
400. And how much do we have left?
We just got the initial.
You spent the 100 on supplies and drugs.
Yeah.
Okay. I did buy drugs. That is correct. You are correct there. I do get that.
You remember the drugs, right?
Yeah.
I remember taking the drugs. I remember the drugs being kind of mid. I remember asking who the drummer was for Jimi Hendrix, and nobody gave me a straight answer.
Then everything's fine. We're good.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, he gets his people to suit you up with camels there. Also to retcon, what is it? Quinch, when he gave you the mission, he also drew you a little map in the general direction of where the Skywagon went down. So you're not just fumbling around in the dark. You have a general heading. It's just that heading is the fucking desert.
If I do allow with Starkey before we leave, could we get 50 gold off?
Can we get 50 gold off?
If I pull it out and like, yo, you want to talk about a discount real quick?
I'm sorry there, Antoine. I'm into the big girls.
I guess our dealers are different here.
I didn't ask you about
Yeah.
your kinks. I asked you if you wanted to do a rail. I mean, no judging.
No, I like to do it off big girls. See, again, this is why we can't talk about this in the workplace.
Oh, so he is a Texas car dealer. That's what I was assuming.
There you go.
The whole time. I was trying to talk his language. Cocaine.
Do you have a really bad multicolored tie on right now, too?
It's like a bolo tie.
Yes.
Right.
He's got a bolo tie on, and again, too, he's like 5'0" too on top of this, so he's looking up at most of you while he says this.
Oh man, we could have just taken the stuff. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Let's get out of here before I'm still feeling the stuff. Let's get out of here before I get erratic.
The beat goes on. The beat goes on for you. All right, so I take it you saddle up the camels and you get ready to make trails for the general direction that...
Absolutely.
Alrighty then. So, as you leave the Oasis town limits and head into the vast sandy dunes of the Scorchland deserts, you're hit by the all-encompassing vastness of your surroundings as the town shrinks further and further in your rear view. It's a few hours past noon now, so the sun is no longer at the highest point in the sky, but it's still plenty hot, and you know you're just bouncing around right now, all Lawrence of Arabia up in there.
Can
I keep taking out a match and lighting it and just blowing it out.
Yep.
Just hoping someone gets the reference.
Can I use my thaumaturgy? What is this? Thaumaturgy spell?
Make your voice really loud.
Yes, because I want to say it's hot as fuck out here.
You can absolutely do that.
Yeah, go for it.
I would like to use my my spell to increase the sound of my voice to a booming 3 times as loud as my normal voice for 1 minute, and proclaim that it's hot as fuck out here.
And it echoes for miles around.
Nice.
If there was anyone out there, they most definitely heard what you were saying.
The Dalton boys heard us. Oh no.
But yes, you were definitely heard no matter where you are. Someone most certainly heard you. So yeah, you're just plodding along there, and it's a desert. It kind of sucks. There's not much in the way of landmarks as it stands right now, and because it is a desert, the dunes keep shifting and changing, so you imagine this map you were given was probably accurate once upon a time, but because of general wind and wear and tear, it's hard to actually figure it out, but you're going in that general direction. Does anyone have any ideas to get a better lay of the land, to do anything?
Does anybody have like a GPS kind of spell?
I could try and get a bird to look around.
Oh, falconer! I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's lots of vultures flying overhead.
Antoine's gonna drop Deuce because we're in a giant litter box, so I'm just gonna take care of that. You get that bird.
You're more than welcome to.
All right, so I have to go and find a bird first and use lots of vultures around.
There's lots of vultures flying overhead around you specifically, because I'm sure they think you're going to die soon and they can eat you.
My shirt is also covered in blood. We never replaced my shirt.
No.
Oh yeah, we're both very bloody, and we have one dry coward who's bloodless.
Who didn't get in on the fun murder party.
Yeah. Did we get any meat from the general store? Did we pick up any meat?
Yeah, you got rations. You
probably
got,
use one of
bread
those.
and jerky and shit.
Yeah, we could probably use some like animal meat to get a condor or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Use that as bait, and then you do your bird thing.
Roll me an animal handling check to see if that works.
What dice is that?
That's also a D20, and then you add animal handling to it, which you have. Which Josh has a +4 because he is an animal man.
Yes.
Right.
And,
I also have a 4 on animal handling, and I've got a 13, so that makes 17.
17. All right, so you actually do get some bites from a few of the vultures, and there's a little one there, a baby vulture, that you get the feeling was probably kicked from its nest far too soon. He has a very rich and intricate backstory, and yeah, he kind of cozies up to you and doesn't fly away when all the other ones fly away.
I turned to the baby vulture and I said, I didn't ask for your life story. I need you to go and check.
And Antoine pounds on this baby vulture. I mean, it is a small defenseless bird.
Right.
It doesn't have anyone around it. I mean, if you want to do that,
I am concerned to let the little bird near the cat person. I'm sorry.
That was I'm concerned too. Like, I'm glad everybody has the same concern. I have a problem, clearly.
I mean, you're also still feeling the effects of the Feydust, so if you wanted to make a dexterity check, you would have advantage on that dexterity check.
Right.
I know we need this bird, but it is a bird. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna chill out. I'm gonna listen to music.
Awesome.
All right, so Corbin attempts to talk to the bird. Do you have speak to animal?
Do I?
I know you said you lived in the wild, but there's actual druid and ranger spells that let you talk to animals.
Oh, probably not. I didn't load myself up with anything other than punching powers.
Okay, so you talk to the baby vulture, and the baby vulture does the dog head thing where it's like, I know you're trying to say something to me, but I can't hear shit.
You know what? I'm gonna take a chance here because I speak Draconic, and the bird's got wings.
Yes.
And I'm kind of hoping it'll be a mishmash of broken Draconic, and maybe we can work out a conversation of some sort.
Those are birds, dragons, dinosaurs. They're all
they're all the same.
That's science, right? That's science.
It's all good. So yeah, you try talking to him in Draconic, and again you get the same kind of head tilts. What are these guys on about? Now remember, you also picked up a drug called Patch that also gives you the ability to talk
writing
to
this
animals.
stuff down, guys.
Let's not run through my stash.
All
right
away.
We didn't get a drug called Patch. I spent my gold.
So unfortunately, I have to use sleight of hand on one of my own party members.
You can do it.
Come on, man. I need it, man. All right. You know what? Fine. I give him some of the Patch.
You can't smoke the shit if you're dead, dude. We need it.
We can see about that.
Also, you dissolve it under your tongue.
Yeah.
It's like acid. All right. So I'll give you some of that Patch.
I'm not sure I like the lessons we're teaching the children listening to this.
Why are there children listening to this?
Yeah, I was going to say, children listen to D&D podcasts? I thought it was all 20-something white dudes.
Yeah.
I know my fan base.
So I definitely want to put some of the good stuff underneath my tongue.
Okay, so you do that, and within seconds, your eyes are filled with colors. Your mind is open to the universe, and for this moment, for the next hour, you can converse with the animals and trees, and they will understand you, and vice versa.
Antoine, also take some Patch real quick.
All right, you're both doing okay, because again, you're feeling the good part of the drugs now, but that's not to say that there won't be side effects later.
Jesus Christ, our entire party's gonna be crossfaded. All right,
that's a future Antoine to worry about.
Yeah. I definitely try to talk to this poor little vulture because literally the sand and the fucking wind isn't speaking to me in the least.
So what do you say to the baby vulture?
I tell the baby vulture, hey, for our protection, and I kind of motion over to the cat person. Eat directions. I'll keep you safe. If you can try to get us out of this predicament, which way do we need to head?
Caw-caw, where are you going? Caw-caw, he says to you.
We're heading to, and I need someone to fill me in on this, another Oasis reference.
Oh, yeah, you're looking for the Skywagon. It crashed.
We're looking for the Skywagon. It crashed earlier last week, and there might be 4 people that are completely lost and way more sober than we are right now. And they obviously need our help, the worst kind of help ever. But we need to get to them, and we need guidance.
To your surprise, what is it there? The baby vulture knows exactly what's going on. Caw-caw, I remember the Skywagon. Caw-caw, fucking bullshit. Humans thinking they can fly now. Fucking hate that thing. I'm glad they crashed in Sand Goblin territory. They're probably fucking dead.
Man, I look at the rest of the party. Yeah, I kind of look at the rest of the party. I'm like, don't worry, guys, I got this. No. We're totally there to destroy it. Humans absolutely should not fly. You're absolutely right.
This is what I've been saying. Or sit in tiny chairs.
All right, then. Well, you're headed in the right direction. Keep going that way for about a day and a half, and you'll probably find an old tower there. Used to be part of a bigger fort, but the desert took it back.
Okay, great. I look at the rest of our drugs and realize that we don't have enough for a day and a half, and I'm a little nervous. But
you already got what you need to know. It's just going to wear off in an hour.
Right.
We can find a plug in the next town, dude. Don't worry. I'm pretty cool with talking to people. Just get us to a gas station.
Now that I know you speak the language, so to speak.
Yeah. No. I mean, I can understand the bird too.
Yeah. So and I tried to make it my promise. I kind of look at the little bird, and I'm like, hey, so where do you need to go? Do we need to get you safe?
No, I'm going to go back to the sky with the other vultures.
So this is a really awkward conversation, and just kind of take the bird. I'm just like, and I throw him back into the air.
And he flies
Antoine
back in
catches the bird before he gets too far off the ground because he's a goddamn cat.
Okay, roll dexterity to see if you get that, and you also get advantage because you're high on fantasy crystal mass, so you're doing real good.
Okay.
That's
Right.
a 20, yes.
Oh, you actually rolled a 20?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, no, I rolled an 18.
okay, but with that.
I was saying roll a d20, yes?
Yes, roll a d20.
Okay. All right, and then my dexterity is 15 plus 2.
15 plus 2. The bird is really tiny and manages to actually just fly away. You almost got it. To which she says, "Ha ha! I saw that! Ha ha!" Why is he sounding like Mickey Mouse now? I don't know.
I don't know. It's all right.
I didn't think I'd be giving the baby vulture a voice. I workshopped all the other voices. I didn't workshop this one.
No, it's good. It's good.
So yeah, the baby vulture flies away after giving.
You had to give him a
actual-
cartoon animal's voice, and you went with Mickey Mouse instead of Donald Duck.
I know.
It's literally a bird character
That's
right
a hard
there.
one to do. But yes, you actually have a heading now. It's about a day and a half's ride away from where you are.
Okay, so we start heading that way.
All right, you do. You walk all night until the sun starts to set, and because this is a desert, the heat that was such a problem before is replaced by cold now. Are you going to stop for the night, or are you going to keep going? Keep in mind, was there exhaustion will be a thing.
So I definitely think we need to stop for the night. I'm kind of looking at some of my skills. I'm realizing that my dudes are totally going to be fucking hungover, and it's probably a good chance to, like, kind of sit down and just kind of relax for a little bit. I definitely have survival skills, so if that's anything that we can kind of apply as far as setting up camp for the night, making sure that we're safe, feeding them, like, Advil and water.
I'm just gonna do key bumps.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Just all
my game.
yeah.
But yeah, I will say you set up camp fairly easily, and I'll even throw in the extra caveat that you probably bought wood from the general store, because it's the fucking desert. You're not going to be able to find wood to start a fire quite easily, but I'll say you thought ahead because you made such friends with the nice elven drug dealer. He was sure to
One
hook
of
you
us
up.
stayed sober.
Yeah, he was sure to hook you up.
Which one?
So yeah, you make up a little fire, you set up your bedroll for the night there, and that's where you hang out. Do you do anything around the fire? Do you set up a watch?
Do we reminisce talk about the time we killed that guy?
Yeah, really.
We had a rich, full afternoon.
Remember that summer when we killed that guy? That was an hour ago, man.
And I'm freaking out because I barely know these guys.
And you know they're murderers.
Yeah, pretty much it.
And drug addicts.
Yeah.
So
It's a good
Like
fucking
chaotic neutral, it's like, oh, I don't have to fake it with these guys anymore. Great.
Man,
Fantastic.
I wish I know you guys were so chaotic, because I was actually like this is the generic fantasy adventure I wrote for you guys. I also had like a gritty fantasy Goodfellas I wanted to pull, but I'm like, you just can't pull that one out of the blue on people. They might not be ready to be that evil.
Absolutely,
guys,
I am.
Yeah, I love the fact that these guys.
I roll a
Goodfellas
d20 to go and
anyways.
get my fucking shine box.
Eat dinner with Joe Pesci's mom.
There you go.
You walk Joe Pesci into a room, you stand behind him and pull out your 9mm. He's about to be a made man.
Oh, he couldn't even have an open casket at his funeral. But
Oh
yes.
my god, you rolled a 1, now you shot Marvin in the head in the backseat of the car. I know
Your
that's a
wife
different
screams
movie,
at
but
you
still.
about your mistress. She rings your doorbell furiously.
Rossi is a whore, did I mention that? Which, I mean,
You
seriously,
sit down at the table with Joe Pesci. Are you fucking my wife? Roll dice.
Yeah.
No.
I should really, we really are hitting all the things here. We got prostitution, we got drugs, we got violence. This is already the best D&D campaign I've ever been involved in.
This already is a gritty Goodfellas campaign. I don't know what you're worried about.
I love the Chinatown expansion set that we're playing with.
All right, so you
Forget it, Jake. It's Midgard.
It's Oasis. So yeah, you guys hunker down there for the night. Does anyone take watch?
I guess I would.
Okay.
You know, are you seeing shit? Are you high on anything? Are you gonna mistaken hallucinate?
No,
like,
I'm just
hallucinate,
eating
like,
paninis.
enemy?
I haven't done anything.
Yeah, he was.
I have 60 feet.
I
of
haven't
dark
done anything.
vision.
I ate
have
paninis the whole
feline
time.
agility.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
That's true. As a human, I think you're the only one who doesn't have dark vision, actually. So you would really need to use the fire to help you out.
And I can be louder than everybody else in case there's danger and wake everybody up.
That's
Or
just
like
setting
sing-
up for a future gag where you see something that's not there. Because you're
Right.
Where I just start singing Panama really loudly while you start asleep.
That was Panama. Next up, we have Panama. All right, so who takes the first watch?
I'm going to take the first watch.
Okay.
All
So,
right, I'll try to sleep. I'm riding this pony right now, but I'll try to sleep, I guess.
yeah, sleep is actually very hard for you with all the drugs you've taken tonight. You
Oh,
were-
okay, then you know what? Cat,
I know my drugs, man.
we're gonna let the cat fucking watch
All
for a
right.
little bit.
Yeah.
So Antoine takes the first watch. Roll me a perception to see if anything happens in the night while you're on watch.
Okay. I rolled a 12, and my perception is a 6.
Ah, damn, that's actually really, really good perception.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah.
so around, let's call it 3 in the morning, you do hear some rustling on the next dune over, although you are uncertain of exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I use my night vision to like peer into the darkness.
You see sand, but you know there's something behind the dune.
I don't take a key bump. Don't take a key bump. I walk over to investigate.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so as you walk around, you see at least 3 shapes jutting out from there before you eventually hear snarling and drooling. You see 3 jackals, 2 smaller ones and 1 rather large jackal. So, yeah, what do you do?
I holler out for my boys. Ooh, ooh!
All right.
With my thaumaturgy or whatever it is, my loud voice.
All right, so they wake up, and just like that, it's our first official combat, everyone.
Thank you.
Roll
Here we go.
initiatives.
All right.
And I gotta,
Are we rolling 20 for initiative?
yes, and then you
Yeah.
add your initiative, and then I gotta fucking write this shit down.
Yeah, that's
I
okay.
got 17.
Ooh,
I got a
nice.
19.
Okay. Oh, wow. All the big-ass rolls. Okay, so that's...
Okay, hold on. I got a 15, but I'm looking for my initiative.
Okay, so that's 17 for Corbin. What did you have, Antoine, there? 19?
Yeah, my initiative is 2. Yeah, but I rolled a 19.
Okay, cool. So that means you're probably going to be going first.
Oh, goody. I rocked a 15.
Okay, 19, and that's a 15 for... Yeah. What was your character's name again, Kirk? I don't think anyone's mentioned
Oh,
the
it's
character's name,
Vorlin.
Vorlin. thank you.
Borland.
I had to look, too. I forgot.
I'm writing this shit down. All right, what are the jackals gonna roll for initiative now? All right, oof. Okay. Wow, they rolled very shitty. Okay,
Good.
so that's a all right, and jackal A and jackal B, the whole jackal family out here tonight. So, all right, yeah. Wow, they
Okay.
rolled so.
Is the drug that lets you speak to animals, is that still in effect?
It only works for an hour. The animal drug.
Okay.
Shit,
Can-
good thinking. No, I'm fucked.
Can I take some more?
You only had one. That was his special shit. He only had a little of that by design.
Okay.
Man, we gotta go back, you guys.
Gotta get more drugs. Yeah, I know. Some guy said he'd burn down the town and kill our bot. Whatever. But all right. So, Antoine, you rolled a 19. So you get to move first and do your action. I'm gonna say because you went looking for them. You're right on top of them at this point.
Okay. So I guess I use my crossbow.
You're in close to them, and using ranged weapons close, you take a disadvantage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Ranged
Well,
weapons need to be used at range.
well, I will use my mace then,
Okay.
and I roll a 8
Okay. Is that plus anything?
plus 3. Yes.
Yes, 8 plus 3, so that's 9, 10, that's 11. Is that, does that beat the Jackal AC there? Where the fuck do I have Jackals here for all the stats? I just don't
I'm
got
really surprised that we haven't tried to solve this whole thing by just like offering them drugs at this point.
Yeah,
but-
We're
okay.
not giving them the last of my drugs.
I didn't think
Have a
so.
long
All right.
quest.
Okay, you just managed to hit them. Now, which jackal do you hit? There's one that's covered in fleas and another one that's foaming out the mouth, and then there's a bigger one that you feel has got to be the alpha jackal in this situation. So
whichever jackal looks like Bruce Willis from the Jackal. So the big jackal.
Okay, so you aim for the big jackal, and you do end up hitting because that was the armor thing. So what's your damage? Roll up some damage.
All right, that's my D6. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my damage is a 4.
Okay, so yeah, you hit the jackal pretty good. Again, it's quite mad at you now.
Okay.
And
good.
It knows you're there. It's very unhappy with what you just did. It's got.
And I can still speak to animals because I am an animal. Because I want to say, "Bring it on, bitch!" to this jackal.
Bring it on. It does not speak cat, but it does definitely get what you're trying to say. You definitely You definitely get that feeling across to it. So. All right, then. So that one takes the damage, and then next, actually, it is the large Mama Jackal's turn, actually.
All right, so how long until my boys get to me?
They will need to move when the time comes, because they're by the fire, and you're over on the next dune.
Right, y'all got me assed out over here.
Yeah, it's not looking great for you, but yeah. All right, so actually, the Mama Jackal gets to move now. It's its turn, because it ironically also rolled a 19. It rolled the only good move, so it's going to try and bite at you right now. And oh, fuck, are you kidding me? Oh,
that's not good.
We already lost our cat, didn't we?
The first time I try and roll for the bad guys, and you think they get a 20, they got a 20.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dude.
All right, so how the...
Black guy dies first, every time.
I didn't want this, and I also wanted a female voice on the show.
We already got somebody who got natty iced, dude.
No, it might not be that bad here. Let me look at the frickin' stats here.
Bury me with my drugs.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Even though the Mama Jackal is bigger, it's not exactly tougher, is the thing. It just has a little bit more health because it's bigger. What's the actual bite move do? Okay, that's a 1d4. That's like nothing. Okay, but it gets doubled, whatever it is, so it might actually not be nothing. So, okay. And it gets a max 4 naturally, so that's an 8 altogether. And how much health do you actually have, Antoine? Because I know this is fairly...
let's see. Where would I see that?
Here, I think I got your sheet up here. Oh, you have a 7, so...
Okay.
So yeah, so it fucks your shit up. You are now in the Mama Jackal's mouth, and it is just like just shaking you around like a good thing.
All right, all right, so I'm waiting for them to move. Yes.
Yes, you're passed out now. You've hit 0, so you are
okay.
Shit.
You're basically dying now. You get like a couple chances to save yourself, but if combat ends and they save you, then you can be fine. And of course, the fucking healer...
I took first watch. Remember that, boyos.
and of course, the healer is the one who gets hurt too, because why?
Yeah, of course.
Why wouldn't the healer get hurt first? You know, the whole reason of having a cleric is because you might stand a chance. All right, who moves next after that? All right, so it is Corbin. It is your turn.
Go for it.
Do we have any more of the jerky that we use to attract the vultures?
Oh yeah, you got like a bunch of jerky.
I'm going to throw some of that to see if I can distract the Mama Jackal.
Okay.
Damn coward. Come save me.
Okay.
Well, I have to get you out of her mouth.
Okay, so throwing the jerky actually has a very unforeseen effect. The smaller jackals, the ones that followed along here, are really emaciated. You can tell the Mama Jackal probably takes all the food, and these ones are really just here for support. They actually do end up fucking off and following the jerky where you throw it. So Antoine is still unfortunately in the Mama Jackal's mouth, but the other two fucked off.
Oh no, boy! They have a taste for meat now.
Basically. All right, so they're out of the encounter now, which means what is it, Vorlin? It's your turn now.
Oh god. So
I took care of 2 of them. I'm happy with what I did.
They ran away.
I'm kind of freaking out at this point, and I'm trying to wonder if I can use a ranged attack without hitting my friend.
You can throw a dagger, is the thing. You would have to take a move if you want to hit it physically because you're too far, but from where you're standing, you could throw a dagger at it.
Okay, so yeah, I've got a ranged weapon attack.
Yes, you do.
So yeah, let's take the dagger and let's literally roll the dice and see if I hit my friend or if I hit the freaking advancing enemy.
All right, let's see what happens then.
Okay, so what am I rolling here? 20?
Yeah, D20 for your thing there, and then add all your shit together for your dagger.
Okay, so I got an 18 on the die.
Oh shit, +4. So yeah, that fucking hits.
Yeah, dude, that's a 22.
Oh yeah, you hit the mama jackal square in the eye, and it's just like with our friend in their mouth and everything there, and that does 1d6 plus 2.
2, 6.
Oh, 6
altogether.
6 altogether. That kills it.
Sweet.
That kills it. So it slumps to the ground now with poor Antoine in its mouth, but it's certainly dead now. You got it good.
Am I conscious or still unconscious?
They gotta come and wake you up. They gotta slap you awake.
So between jerky and some dead shot knife throwing, that's how you fucking handle shit. I like it.
You handled it. You handled them jackals.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna shake my my dust head friend.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna kind of slap him awake. I'm like, hey, dude, are you okay? By the way, non-hallucination. This shit really did happen. How are you feeling?
Antoine does a key bump of the good blue. And it's like, oh man, what's going on, man? What's
And then the
happening,
Popeye
man?
music starts playing.
Man, I'm all over, man. What happened out there, man?
We're
I
going
called
to
you guys.
have a serious talk with our healer about what constitutes as healing you.
I called you guys like 4 days ago, man. What took you guys so long?
Now, keep in mind, if you sleep the night, you actually get all your health back, so don't feel like you got to expend a spell.
Man, I'm gonna take a nap, man. I'm tired for some reason. I don't know what's going on. You guys do something good while I was
I definitely shake my head, can't believe what I've got myself into, and I drag his fucking broken ass back to his bed.
He's all fucked up.
watch.
Yeah.
I took first watch. That could have been anybody in that like that jackal's mouth.
It really
This
could.
is the only healer who keeps all of his medicine in a fishing box.
And the fact that you hit the biggest one first. Here's the thing. Those little jackals were actually super easy to beat because they were emaciated, but you hit the big
we
one.
beat him with jerky.
I was up writing out ideas for my restaurant, man. That's all I was doing. I didn't expect action to pop off. I would open up a record store / restaurant.
And anyone could come if they were dwarves, elves. No tieflings, though.
Yeah, you could smoke pot inside, man. That's what made us different.
So the rest of your night goes on, thankfully, without incident.
Thank God.
Good. Because wait. So nobody else has to take watch. Okay, cool.
I mean, they can if they want. I'm just telling you that no more jackals come back and fight you. Those 2 other jackals told 2 jackals, and they told 2 more jackals.
I'm just telling you that'd be a boring ass part of this game. Roll to see if anything happens. No, I'm gonna keep rolling and seeing if something happens. No.
The Scorpion King comes.
Dude, this campaign's called Fuck Antoine.
Yeah. Really.
And then the rest of the night is peaceful. Everybody goes to sleep. Everything's fine.
Everything's cool in the gang. Now, what is it? As you wake up the next morning, that hangover you were worried about comes in strong now for the people who took drugs. Even though you slept, you still take a point of exhaustion, which means any physical skill you try and do today, you do at a disadvantage.
Could I take another key bump?
You could indeed, and that will undo it, but if you do it, you will start down the road to addiction once you do.
But I keep the party going, though, yeah?
You will keep the party going if you take another
So to speak.
This quest only lasts for another day. You're not going to get addicted in that time.
It's cool, man. I already got fired from Chipotle. I can just do another key bump.
He's gonna be a junkie before he even hits level 2.
Yeah, really.
Level 2 junkie, baby.
That's not what I meant. That's not okay.
You have an overwhelming desire to steal fantasy car stereos.
Roll a d20 to lie to your probation's officer.
Yeah, really.
Lie to your mom again in your once-a-week phone call. You're super clean. You're taking those IT courses at that community college.
If you get a little Visine in the cup, they can't read your pee. So, yeah.
Also, I'm going to need one of you guys to pee in a cup for me in a couple of moons.
But sadly, with the way this is going, it's probably going to be me.
There you go.
This is going to end an intervention, and I love it.
So, all right, you saddle up the camel.
I still haven't done any drugs. I'm just stupid. I'd like to point that out.
You did the most accepted drug of all, booze.
Yeah, you did drink a lot. Alcoholism, don't try to get on a high horse. You're addicted too. You won that drinking contest.
Hey man, I'm
before
just
you
an
murdered that
alcoholic. But yeah, so you saddle up the camels and you head out in the general direction. The sands have, of course, shifted again, but you feel pretty confident after talking to that bird that you damn well know where you're going. So that's pretty solid. Around, I would say, about like 10 o'clock, 10:30, though, you see a sandstorm whipping up in the horizon in front of you. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about the sandstorm? You've got maybe 10 minutes before it's on top of you.
Okay, so this is still middle of the day now, right?
Still the
middle
middle
of our travels.
Yep.
Do we... I look at the cat and tell him to start digging.
Start digging. Are we just gonna set up? Are we gonna set up shop here until the storm passes? Or?
You can do a perception to see shit that's around you if you are so interested.
You've got a
let's
legit
do
mountaineer
perception
survival man on your team, and you point to the junkie and ask him to dig.
The junkie cat. I mean, I agree with him, man. I am in no condition to be. All right, I have a 6 perception though. Don't you also have a 6 though?
Perception?
Yeah.
You got
Let's see,
2.
let's see. My wisdom is my 10, and then my perception is a +2. Am I hungover?
No, you only did the patch, and you only did a little of the patch, so you're okay.
Yeah, see, guys, you gotta be a functional addict. Come on.
I thought this was a judgment-free group. Times, and now I'm feeling judged.
So
I just like to party, baby.
Do you roll a perception to see what's going on?
Okay. Oh, this is not good. That was a 3. Yeah, not good.
So yeah, you see sand, and more sand is what Vorlin sees.
Yeah,
thanks,
so
Magellan.
Plus the pumper 5, plus my wisdom, so I've only got a 15.
All right, so that's not much. What about you guys? Anything else? Because right now, Vorlin.
I just point and I go sand.
And
I'll give my perception a roll.
All right.
I rolled. I rolled a 3.
Also seeing sand.
Yeah, and my wisdom is a +4, and my perception's a 6.
What do you roll for perception? You got D20?
Yeah, D20. D20 for everything, and then you add.
Come on, save the day.
Come on, big money.
I am not kidding you, a 1.
A 1 is a critical fail. You poke yourself in the eye while trying to do it.
Wow.
I poked myself in the eye while trying to eat jerky that looks mysteriously like the jerky I threw away last night.
So, yeah, the sandstorm is that much closer to you now. What are you going to do? It's going to be on top of you any minute now that you've seen nowhere to hide and made no attempt to move away from it.
Close our eyes, put our heads between our knees, and kiss our asses goodbye. Shit. So what, should we try to set up, like, we don't have a tent or anything like that?
You did get a canopy. What is there in your adventurer's pack when the friendly elf drug dealer gave you a bunch of shit? So you do have a canopy.
Okay.
I thought we're still judging, though. We're calling him a drug dealer. He is an entrepreneur and a small business owner.
Yeah, he had a
I don't feel like this is the time for that.
He's a good guy, all right?
So I know this is dumb, but, like, I'm just like, Jesus Christ. All right, Crom, and I just kind of, like, grab the canopy really quickly, and my party, and I just grab them, and I just shove them down on the ground and throw the canopy over us.
Nice, all right.
And just tell them, like, hey,
don't
grab
shove
it.
people. That's rude.
Yeah. Just grab edges, hold on for dear life.
That was smart, and because of that, when the whirling sandstorm gets on top of you, you can hear the howling and everything, but when you roll for... Oh, yeah, what's the fucking roll for sandstorms? I just had the roll for sandstorms.
There's a roll for sandstorms? This game is insane.
There was a roll for drugs earlier, yeah.
Yeah, and I just made that shit up.
By the way, are we like
made that
out,
up.
or are we just like out, or we got a little bit left, or what's the deal with that? Because we're going to be in the sandstorm for a while, right? We might as well party.
You got a couple... I'll say you got at least 2 more bumps left in
I'm
you.
held on to it. I got that Perfect Circle concert coming up this weekend.
There you go. All right, so you're under the canopy, which will protect you when you roll. I just had it, then I lost it again. You got to roll a Constitution check or a Dexterity check, whatever is higher for you, to make sure that you don't get any sand in your eyes and you don't get cut up by the storm.
Oh shit! So, what you said, Constitution or Dexterity?
Yeah, whichever you like.
I'm gonna take the Dexterity because it's a little bit higher, but Dude, I've got 24.
24. Okay, you beat it. You are completely fine under the canopy. Your canopy did great.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right, canvas. Woo!
Canvas, you did so good. You helped the other guys out too. I'm not even going to make them roll on it because that was such a good roll.
Thank God. Okay, cool.
So yeah, you guys are good.
Okay, so sandstorm passes over us.
Yep.
I kind of look at everybody, just like we're awkwardly close to each other. I'm like, we never speak of this again.
This was a real bonding moment.
This is bonding, you know. And now I'm starting to grow like a kinship with these guys. Like they're idiots, but now I'm starting to care for them.
They're my idiots.
Like apparently, you know, yeah, they're my type of bad, and I'm really appreciating it. And we start heading towards the same direction again.
All right, so you head out in that direction. You're going for a few more hours, and then you hear what can only be described as some pained yelling in the distance. It sounds like someone's having like some sort of family quarrel, and you hear some deep voices there being like, "This is all your fault, Brother Bud. What the hell are we doing out here? That sandstorm almost killed us. We had more brothers when this started. Oh, go to hell, Brother D." And, just guys shouting at each other on the next dune over. Again, they can't see you yet. They're, like, on the dune directly to the right of you, but you definitely hear some guys yelling at each other.
Okay, do we want to go talk to them, or do we just keep taking our chances and walk past them and pretend it has nothing to do with us?
Screw those guys.
I love it. This is it. Let's just fucking do it. Yeah.
Personally, it's not my business. I don't like getting involved in domestic disputes, but these guys could be easy to murder and rob. So let's go see what their deal is.
I was gonna say, depending on whether you stay or go, you do continue to hear their argument, and their argument goes something to the effect of, "It was your damn idea to rob that gold cart back in the Empire, and it was your idea to kill the damn guard out here on the way to the work camp, and now there's a friggin' bounty on us." Is what you hear.
Murder time, boys?
I'm trying to hear if it's the Dudleys. I'm here and trying to listen to the word Dudley.
You do know their first names. It was mentioned on the thing. Bud and D. Yes, these are indeed.
This is why we got to fucking start taking notes, guys. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. It's the first.
Yeah,
name. But yes,
I kind of look at them and I'm like, oh shit, my murder crew's a little hungover, but at least they're not going to have a conscience. Yeah, they're not going to have a conscience about this. So let's do it. I think we kind of like hunker down. We start talking to plan, boys.
What's the plan?
Anyone got ranged? How far are we?
You're at least you're about 5 feet. They're on the other side of the dune. They can't see you.
Okay, so I need everyone to start looking for ranged weapons. I look at the cat. I tell them, don't reach for the fucking drugs.
I got the crossbow. You let me party the way I party. That's a ranged weapon. What kind of weapons do they have on them? Can we see their weapons from where we are?
You can only hear them. You can get closer, though, but that will be a sneak check to get closer to them.
Okay, let me check my stealth real quick. I have a 4 stealth. Does anybody have a higher stealth?
I think I've got a 1.
I got a +6 to my stealth, and that would be part of my dexterity, which is a 15 +2.
You are the rogue.
Yeah, I have a 15 +2 and a 4. So should you get closer?
I would have to roll.
I mean, can I take a key bump when he's away? He's like the moral center.
He's just like, yeah, go, we got you.
Yeah. What you seeing over there? No, we partying over here. It's all good over here.
You can do whatever you want, man. That's the game. I'm just saying you will become addicted and you will take more stat damage over time.
Okay, teacher.
He's going to be able to heal himself later, right?
He is a cleric, so you know.
That's what I'm saying. I know what I'm doing, you guys.
Also, too, you're a cleric in the Death Church, too, like the Undying. We haven't mentioned that yet, but yeah, so...
That feels like something that should have been brought up.
I've got a drug-addled necromancer for a healer.
Not quite a necromancer. Like the Undying is like the good.
He flunked out of necromancer school.
Yeah.
No.
Basically, he's really good at healing people who are already dying, except for himself.
Yeah, no, I OD'd a couple of times in necromancer school. Kept bringing myself back though, so I don't know what the big deal was.
Right.
Like the movie Flatliners.
Exactly like it. That was my social network.
Nice.
Okay. Against my better judgment, I'm going to leave these two, and I'm going to try to get a little bit closer.
Okay, what do you roll?
All right. That's not good. 25, 27, 29, 30, 31.
Oh, damn. So they're arguing with each other so much, and it's getting so heated, they probably wouldn't have been able to hear you anyway, but you stealth on in like a goddamn ninja, and you can see these guys are fucked up. There was 4 of them. One is dead on the ground, one is near dead, and the other 2 are kind of pushing each other right now. They were out in that sandstorm, and that's it.
Is this my chance to be a fucking badass?
I was just gonna say, as I was saying, they're pretty fucked up. They're all cut up from the sandstorm, and at least 2 of the 4 that had the bounties on them in town are dead. So they're on their
for drugs.
Okay. I've got Draconic Breath. I can use that once.
You sure can.
How close are these two? These two are shoving each other, right?
Yeah, they're shoving each other. They're like paying you no mind. You're like on top of the ridge. I would say you're like you're about 1 move down there.
Oh, that's all I got to this.
I was gonna say, what is the actual range on Draconic Breath? But yeah,
it's 15 feet.
Oh yeah, they're definitely within.
It's a cone of frost causing 2d6.
Oh yeah, they're definitely within 15 feet. So yes, if you wanted to surprise attack them with Draconic Breath, I'll even give you advantage because they don't see you and because they're fighting.
Guys, I'm sorry that we're taking a break from drugs, but let's do some D&D really quickly.
Some murder D&D.
Murder D&D.
But yeah,
drugs?
Okay, so I've only got 1 shot at this. I'm going to do the Draconic Breath weapon.
Okay, here.
15 feet.
Rules for breath weapon. I know it's its own crazy bullshit. Sneak attack. See, on your sheet, it's all bunched together, and I gotta really gross. Okay, 15 feet cone. Okay, so they gotta pass a DC of 12, and if not, they'll still take half damage. So, all right, so roll, and then I'll roll.
Should I be motioning for these guys, or should I just be like, I'm fucking lone wolf on this one?
You play this how you want to play this, man. It's all up to you.
I peer back, and I see them wrestling with the key bomb, wondering if they're supposed to do something. I just take a goddamn deep breath. I'm like, all right, let's just do this. And I'm gonna attack these guys.
Okay.
So what am I doing here? Am I rolling a d20?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 16.
Okay, that's really fucking good. Okay, so for Brother Bud, who looked to be the leader, he only gets an 8, so he takes that full force.
Okay.
And what about Brother D there? Okay, he rolls a 12, which would have been enough, but you rolled so well that gets him anyway. They are instantly flash frozen. They were on their last legs anyway, and they die yelling at each other and pushing each other, just flash frozen.
Right. Has my party noticed any of this yet?
I don't know. Have you guys noticed this yet? Have you been paying attention?
No, I was eating jerky.
Then no, they don't see this cool thing you did.
Okay. Well, so let's search the bodies if there's anything left of them.
Yeah, no. I like where you're going with this. Let's search the bodies. Are there any?
No, you don't get to search the bodies. You didn't see the cool fucking thing I just did.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
So you're just gone, and we're just sitting around, and we haven't gone far. We sent you ahead of recon, so we know what you're up to, right?
I just went fucking Conan on these guys, dude.
Oh, man, yeah, no, I saw that. Check to see if there's any drugs.
So all right, the bodies as you see them, the 2 alive brothers are flash frozen where they are. They're dead, but they're still standing there, melting slowly because obviously it's a hot summer day. Right. The little one, Lil Spike, from the Wanted poster there, he's got at least 4 arrows in his back. You have no idea where that came from. They're also weird-looking arrows, too. They don't look like arrows you would buy in the store. And then you got Big Rick there, too, who he actually seems to be a little bit alive. He's slowly dying, but he's like, a couple breaths in him there. Clearly the sandstorm did him more damage than anything else. He probably shielded the other 2.
Okay. I think I have to shake down the last one for some information.
All right, so he's coughing up blood. He's not doing good. He's like, kill me. Just fucking kill me.
Right. And I basically look at him and I keep looking back at the other guys, wondering if they actually see me. I'm like, look, I'll put you out of your misery, but first you gotta tell me who attacked you.
Goblins, sand devils, up the ridge. We thought we could rob them. There was more than we thought. It's not just goblins. There's hobs and bugbears, too.
Do you have any drugs?
Pardon?
Thank you. That's all I'm asking.
He basically goes, what's the fucking point? Little Spike's got some on him. We were sharing.
Hell yeah. Here's drugs. And
how many people, how many goblins deep were they?
At least 5 ambushed us. They got a bunch of traps in their tower, too.
And I start like, I'm frantic, like, which way, which direction, and how far?
Again, I can't even lift my arms. But he genuinely, he tries to use his chin. He's like, direction.
Okay, great. I'm like, cool, appreciate it, man. Dagger, neck.
Yeah.
This transaction is done.
He was genuinely happy about that. He was really fucked up with watching his brothers die and being ambushed by goblins and everything.
Do I have a satchel? Does anybody have like a satchel or a bag? Because we should cut these guys' heads off for proof of the bounty. There's not a bounty on their head.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
They actually have like a big like bag with a dollar sign on it.
Okay,
so is there still money in that?
No, it's completely empty.
So here's my plan. I want to shake. I'm going to check the bodies really quickly. I'm looking. It's time to loot the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I shake down Spike for the drugs.
Mm-hmm. He's got at least another bump's worth of Feydust on him.
Sweet. I put that in my boot.
There you go.
I check the rest of the other bodies. Can I check the frozen guys?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything for like a check as far as like?
Nah, they're dead. I'll just say it.
Yeah, they're fucking dead.
They're fucking dead. They got like 5 gold apiece in their pockets. A bunch of crossbow bolts. That's what they had, and some rusty daggers. Again, these guys like just escaped prison, so they didn't have a lot of good shit on them.
Okay, so I take the 20 gold and I put another 10 in my pocket, and I go back over to my crew.
Mm-hmm. And then what happens?
And then I just look at them like, hey guys, I found the brothers. It looks like the elements did them in.
Let's get their heads.
Yeah, dude. And also I found these 10 gold pieces, and I distribute the gold 10 pieces amongst my party.
There you go.
Antoine sniffs the air and notices that he reeks of drugs. Where are you stashing them, dog?
And I look at him, I go, for safekeeping, and I pat my boot out of good faith.
And Antoine plans to take first watch again tonight.
Because I know better than to try to lie to the fucking cat.
Fair enough.
And I'm like, hey, by the way, you should come over and check these bodies out. I think I saw something pretty interesting.
Okie doke.
All right.
So we head over.
Yeah, so we're looking at the bodies, and I point those arrows. I'm like, guys, definitely goblin arrows. Because I know this stuff.
Does
anybody have any?
Looking.
Yeah. I'm like, guys, those are definitely goblin arrows. Don't ask me how I know that. I've just been around. And
hey, everybody went through a phase in college.
Yeah, and I just kind of look at him like, and from the looks of it, at least 5, but we should be on the lookout for more. I tracked their tracks before the sand. You just trust me, right, that way. You got to be careful.
I love this. How are you feeling about this, Corbin, about the murder and robbery?
Yeah.
I'm just kind of here for whatever. I just go along with it.
You're really easygoing.
You've murdered 3 people since we started this, by the way. Just so you know, you've been responsible for every death so far.
Yeah, you're the
I don't know. These guys look dead. I didn't have anything to do with this.
Right. And I just nice. I'm like, guys, this is like an easy bounty. We need proof.
And for the non-D&D players who was wondering, his breath weapon he got to use because he's a Dragonborn, you only get to use that once a day. It's like your ultimate panic button, get out of jail free card attack.
And I may have used it too early.
Brian, yeah, well, again, you're going to see what happens.
Preaching to the choir. I know a little something about that. I'm almost out of drugs.
So I just kind of like, I look at my party, I'm like, all right, guys, you should probably collect their heads.
And I guess, who has a chopping weapon? Because I only have my crossbow and a mace.
I've got the hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, get to it.
Do I need to like roll for? I mean, they're dead. So
for comedic sake, let's say you roll to see how long it actually takes you to complete this this task.
Wait. Do I need to roll the d20 first? Because it's not like they're moving.
Yeah, well, roll a d20 and then add, I guess, strength to it for how hard you're chopping.
I should get a 1 and we beat night.
11 plus 3, so that's 14.
Okay, so it takes you, like, the better part of 20, 25 minutes, because, there's 4 brothers, all with different, neck sizes and everything there. Bud and D go pretty easily. Lil Spike is the easiest. Clearly the runt of these brothers, but Big Rick, they call him Big Rick for a reason.
Because he's the smallest one, and they're ironic.
It's very ironic, the Dudley Gang is all about that there. So yeah, you eventually collect their heads, and there you got 4 bandit heads.
Oh, nice. Who's hanging on to these bloody... I'll hang on to the head.
That's gonna come back and haunt me. Alright. This whole...
I love that you guys are so down for the darker shit. All my other campaigns are like, oh, let's do Lord of the Rings, fantasy. I'm like, no, let's do dark fantasy.
Yes.
I always say there's way too much positivity in the world, so definitely time for a little bit of darkness. All you hear is good news all day.
I want some Witcher Game of Thrones shit here. Is what I want. I want Goblin Slayer. Well, maybe not that. That's a little hard.
God, no.
I'm not that bad.
Will you be able to make it to
They
the
are
Goblin
fighting
stronghold in one piece, or will the
But,
desert
yeah, I
claim
take it after
3
my-
more corpses? Find out in the next thrilling installment of Capes and Quests.